Everybody's talking. Everybody's doing the thing and ding and ding and ding. Boom, 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 boom. John Winks, Melonhead, Jesus Christ. How's it going, guys? I'm reading your name. I'm not taking the Lord's name in vain. I want to make it known. Hey, we hit 8,000. We hit 8,000 today. 8,000 subscribers. That's pretty cool. That's really like Jesus, when you first emailed me, about joining, like, I never thought that I didn't think like 3 months from after you emailed me that I was going to be here. Alrighty. Thank you, Melonhead. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. How's everybody doing? Dude, I came up with an idea. I am gonna sweeten the next swag deal. So I sent out swag to J-Dog and to Average 5150. So that was pretty cool. I set up a post office box. So now, in fact, I need to update that on the channel. Go like this. Channel. And settings. Feature eligibility. Upload defaults. Okay, we'll go like that. Customization. I actually think I have to do it this way. Grilled cheese mouth, Oliver, John Winks, Coors Light. Awesome. We got some good folks on. We got some good folks on tonight. Let's see how the night goes. Hopefully it goes even better. We get lots of people on here. That'll be lots of fun. Ginger's online. Focus is online. Okay. There we go. Everything is updated. The channel is updated, my friends. We are set. Derek Nichols Studios. If I identify as a 22-year-old trans female that is 50% horse, 50% lion, that rides a dolphin instead of a pedal bike, would you be my friend? The answer is purple because ice cream has no bones, Derek. The answer is purple because ice cream has no bones. Frederico, how's it going? Noah loves Christie. Awesome. You love Trump. Somebody from Saudi Arabia. Gary Turner. This is definitely the picture of America. Baseball cap, sunglasses. God knows how many guns. I'm from Scotland, but Oregon is my second home. I miss it. Gary Turner. That is correct. I am the below average Utah dad. And there are 10 guns behind me. At least one in front of me and an undisclosed amount upstairs. I knew that one. I also know, so the question for you, Derek, is if you're riding a jet ski through the Himalayas and a wheel falls off, does it still take the same number of pancakes to cover a doghouse? Do you know the answer to that one? That's the real question. Frederico, how's it going, man? 2 extra, dang it, he's good. He's good, guys. No, welcome to the party. Oh, Bo Bilkey's got a good point. It depends on who makes them. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the channel. It is the nightly stream for Below Average Utah Dad. We do gun talk. We talk about Oryxon gifted $100. No, he didn't. I haven't gotten the notification of that. I would definitely know because we would be a lot closer to our gun goals. You'll see here that it says Cowboy Loadout. I need to actually fix that. It's supposed to say Cowboy Loadout Fund. Cowboy Loadout Fund. So here's the deal, everybody. We do giveaways on this channel a little bit differently. We do it at milestones. So one of the milestones we're aiming for is 10,000 subscribers. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're going to do a pretty cool giveaway. I think I'm going to give away a high point. I think I'm going to go buy a high point and give it away. Do they normally say Bickley? I looked, I was about to say that, and I was like, dude, I think the L is in front of the K. Clipcast. Let's all argue about Israel and Iran. Good call. Let's do that. Iran is getting its ass monkey stomped by Israel. Derek, AK-47. AK-47. So, Frederico, I have. When I was in Alaska, I used to bow hunt. True, Nexus. It doesn't. It just means you're probably in the Navy and maybe been out in the field in the Army for a couple weeks. You want to insult me? Go for it, Whatburger. I'm not ready for war because, you know, I don't anticipate going to war anytime soon. But I am ready for mostly peaceful protesting. So I'm not a Jew, Lord Serpentine. So if you want to give me money, that's cool. I'm definitely not a Jew. But just because I'm not a Jew doesn't mean I don't support Israel. It is an AR-9. An AR-9. The short one in the middle is an AR-9. You like that, Nexus? Yeah. I've got some military patches on the wall. There's a reason that I know. There's a reason that I know how to respond to a lot of this. Alaska, I grew up in North Pole, Bo. I grew up in North Pole. I graduated North Pole High School. Oh, okay. That's cool, Lord Serpentine. That's fine. I don't care. So let me talk a little bit about our giveaway, everybody, if you are unaware. So the way that we do giveaways here on the channel. Oh, you're born in Soldotna? That's awesome. Dude, this guy was... Dude, you guys want to know about, like, freaking Bo Dunk. Valdez. Thomas, were you born in Valdez or are you from Valdez? I was in Valdez last year. Brother. Dude, I love it. Moon Knight, yes. All of my guns are real. So. The greatest commandment is, and the second. You all know exactly why Nicky never even flirted with me in a way that would have let me know exactly who he was fighting for. I'm guessing he didn't flirt with you in a way that would have let him know what you were fighting for because he was confused about whether or not you actually desired him. Thomas Dennis. Oh, you live in Valdez. Cool. Do you know the, hold on. Give me a second. There's a guy there that I think he works for, He's like a volunteer firefighter, but he's also a chiropractor. Williams. Garrett Williams and Larissa Williams. I know the Williams down there. Dude, Jose, so I built that one from Aero Precision. Randall Walker, I actually have an AR-10 in 6.5 Creedmoor. So, yeah, if there was a zombie invasion, I do pretty good. Honestly, John, I don't know exactly what it was. I know that I got to pick whatever I wanted. Literally whatever I wanted. Noise one. Do you live here in Utah? And are you going to be around where I live so that I can observe? Let's talk about the bill. Remove suppressors and SBRs from the registry, but in the bill it says the government can sell 3 million acres of federal land, of which is preservation and hunting. I'm a little torn on everything about the big, beautiful bill. On the one hand, there's a lot of land that the government owns. The government owns a lot of land. Some of it is really beautiful land. Some of it looks like Iraq. So I'm torn, because if we can develop the land that looks like Iraq, then maybe that land can be better used. And there's definitely not animals there, because I've been to Iraq and I've been to the land that looks like Iraq. Who desires you? My wife desires me. Literally hundreds of thousands. What's your highest caliber? Technically a shotgun is the highest caliber that I own, because like a slug is technically a 50 caliber round. So the highest caliber I own is technically the shotgun at 50 caliber. But the longest range gun that I have is my 6.5 Creedmoor. Yes, they are all real guns. Here's more replicant guns. Nope, you're wrong, Joseph. You're wrong. Okay, yeah, if you got to pick whatever you wanted, then that means your ASVAB score was high as shit. It was pretty high. It was pretty high. I want the unstable one. Oh man, I just came. I saw you in that beard. Oh dude, this is not even my beard. This is like just a couple weeks of growth. I actually have to shave every month now, because my shaving waiver for the Air Force Reserve is gone. I have to shave now at least once a month. Yeah, 100%. Those are real. Those are 100% real. You haven't taken the ASVAB since 2001. I think I took it around the same time. Awesome, Thomas. That is good. I wish you didn't have to know. Of course I missed you, JB. Andy, what's going on? I'm from Spain. This is awesome. Where I live, we can't have any arms in the home. All this happened. Yeah, this is my armory. So it's my home office, but I also have like a fire door and deadbolts and stuff. So this is actually like a whole room safe. Let's talk about how Israel's thrown tens of thousands of bombs all over Palestine and Iran and killed hundreds of thousands and got one counterattack and cried. How about we don't? How much shotguns do I own? I own at least 3. There are at least 3 behind me, so that's convenient. It's okay. You can be gay. It's fine. Everybody's a little gay that's in the military or knows the military. Andy's at a wow. You all also know exactly why I never could have hired an attorney and said a story about, well, I think that the greatest commandment is reading like an erotic story. That's a hard pill to swallow. Okay. Mad Rock said hi. What's going on? Yeah, Dusty Nunya is a little bit gay. Are your shotguns 12? Yes, all 3 of those ones are 12 gauges. My legacy is an erotic story. That's true. Bo Bilkey, lol. Nice to meet you, Andy from Spain. That's right. Welcome to the channel, everybody. So, who wants to hear about our giveaway? Everybody likes free stuff. I mean, it's kind of free, it's kind of not. I like free stuff. You guys like free stuff. I've got really good free stuff this time. I don't think eternity is a hard pill to swallow. So, okay, so we do giveaways a little different. A lot of channels, they do giveaways like, if you buy my shirt, then you get in like 1 entry to win. Later, Oliver. Or if you do this many donations, you get that many entries. I don't do that. You get 1 entry, whether you donate $1 or whether you donate $100. the way that entries work on my channel is we have a goal. We have a dollar goal. If we do it, it's $500. I have 8,000 subscribers, so that means if friggin' like less than a quarter, if 4% of you donate $1, then we'll get, or not 4% of you, sorry. My brain just totally like shit itself. 20% of you, less than 20% of you, 10%, 5%, something like that. Numbers. Anyways, numbers. If a certain number of you, 500 of you donated $1, whoever the one person is that hits the $500 mark, whether it's the $1, $20, $10, $100, $50, doesn't matter. So it's random. And I'm not going to give clues this time. I gave clues last time and it didn't work out the way that I wanted. So I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm just going to say we're close. We're getting close. So I do a tally every week and I see where we are. And I change the goal at the end of every week so that people know, how much further we have to go. When we get to $500, the person that donates that whatever dollar amount that crosses the $500, they win all the swag. And it's good swag. So here's what I've got. All right. You get a Below Average Utah Dad logo t-shirt vinyl that you can put on. You can put it on a beach towel. You can put it on a t-shirt. You can put it on a hoodie. Put it on whatever you want. I don't care. I'll send you a vinyl. It's a nice vinyl. I buy nice stuff. I make the t-shirts here. I have a really nice printer. I'm an IT manager. I have good stuff. So I make a really nice vinyl for you. I send that to you. This time you also get a signed Go Fuck Yourself shirt from Kayvon. Kayvon is my favorite stand-up comedian. He's a really cool guy. He's not a huge well-known comedian, but he's a conservative comedian. He's really funny. I've seen him like 3 times. I'm going to go see him again in August. That'll be twice this year. Love the dude. Hung out with him a couple times. Really cool guy. You're also getting, if you happen to have a Glock 43, 43X, 42, or 48, you're getting a Ghost Ink Edge trigger bar. All right? There you go. You get a digital copy of Kayvon's stand-up tour in, I think that was in Reno, wrists out. Ghost Ink, the company that makes that bar, they also sent me an armorer's pad that looks suspiciously like a mouse pad. But it's a little bit thicker, so if you're going to change out your trigger, you're going to hammer the pins and stuff in your Glock, you can do that. Anybody that wins also gets a 6-pack of Rippets. You can choose sugar-free or sugar-full, and you get a 6-pack of Rippets. You also get a box of either Fiddle Faddle or Crunch and Munch, because if you've ever been in the military and you've been deployed, Fiddle Faddle and Crunch and Munch are awesome, because churches and stuff that send care packages, they go to the dollar store and they buy tons of dollar store stuff, and everybody always fought over the Fiddle Faddle because it was like buttery and sweet and crunchy and nuts, and it was great, and there was all kinds of sexual jokes made about it. It was awesome. So you get a box of Fiddle Faddle or Crunch and Munch, and I've decided I'm going to include something extra special. As I mentioned, I'm an IT guy. We've gone from like 50 people to 17 because I'm talking about the free stuff that I'm going to give away. Their loss. The final thing that I'm going to do is I will build you a retro pie. So I will build you a retro mini gaming console that runs on Linux that you can use, plugs in with HDMI. I'll include a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, Sega Game Gear, and probably not PlayStation 1. I might be able to do PlayStation 2. But I'll include all those and like a shit ton of ROMs so that you can have all of those. And I'll show you. I've got one right here. Not right there. Check it out. I've got like 5 of these mini PCs. I will totally build you one. HDMI, it's powered with an Intel i3 or i5 processor, I think. It's a pretty good little mini PC. So, And if you would like, I can even give you a licensed copy of. I can do a dual boot. Give you a licensed copy of Windows, of like Windows 10. So, if that sounds good to you, that's honestly it's like $300 in swag, and all I'm asking is for you guys to donate $500 towards the channel because YouTube doesn't really pay me any ad revenue anymore. So, yeah. So that's everything that I'm giving away. so that we can work towards buying a Colt Python and a 4570 lever action. Yeah, it's a lot of swag this time. I'm giving away a lot of swag on this one. I wanted to step up the swag game because I don't have sponsors. I don't get collaborations. I don't get commissions and stuff like that. I do this more to have fun, but I want you guys to feel vested. I want you to feel like you're rewarded when you contribute to the channel. So that's why I'm doing that. It's going toward we're still no, it's still $500. It's still $500. If I did any more, I would maybe bump it to like $7, but I think I'm just gonna stick with $500. So yes, the new shot is up. The Mossberg is up here. JB, I did see you. I did see that you said hi. Abdul Jalil El Gudajami. I think I messed that up. Hello, how are you doing? Clipcast. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Iran has called for the eradication of Israel for over 75 years. Iran has called Israel a cancer that must be eradicated. Iran has said that Israel needs to be wiped off the face of the map. Iran has funded Hamas, the Houthi, Hezbollah, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, ISIS, and a bunch of other terrorist organizations. So Israel can kill them all. I don't care. I don't care. I hope that they don't, because I think there's some good people in Iran. But as far as I'm concerned, the Iranian government as it exists, gone. So you can keep posting what you want and crying about poor Iran, and I'm gonna keep saying, yeah, they said death to America, death to America, death to America, and I say death to the Ayatollah, death to the Ayatollah, death to the Ayatollah. Then what? So, how's everybody doing this evening? Friday evening. How are we doing? How many people are new here? I know we've got a couple of new people. We've got Bo Bilkey is here that's new. CK Gaming isn't. JB is not new, but it's been a while since he's been here. We've got Pest Control FBI is not new. He's been here a couple times. We lost Chris Joe. Greatest Commandment is and the second. Apparently don't drug, alcoholic, or angrily YouTube. I don't know what was going on with the Greatest Commandment. That was a little bit weird. Evil Dog said hi. Mad Rock was here and said hi. That's okay. Alejandro Hernandez, what's going on? I hear you, JB. I hear you. CK Gaming is doing good. Daniel Cleveland. Yep. That's why I failed to add cores while agreeing. That's right. So we try to have fun. Go for it, JB. Just tag me. Tag me in any of your videos. Go for it. We try to have fun here on the channel. And we don't take things too seriously. Almost everything that you see on my channel is going to be satire. There's some times that things get a little real, and you'll know when it gets real. John Wanks, who doesn't? Oh, yeah, I don't need any of those. I don't need any of those content, JB. Yeah. I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass on that. I'm gonna pass on that. Oh, gotcha. That's a good deal. You make good money doing that, I'm sure, because like that seems to be like the I'm poor and I have boobs, so I'm gonna make money this way. That's like I feel like that's currently the market for the world, for the economy. It's like I have boobs. I'm poor. I know. I will show off my boobs for money. Here, I will give you $150. So sorry, I've got super glue on my hand. So I tried to I tried making wax slugs tonight a different way than I have in the past, and it didn't go well. And I cut my hand, and I had to put super glue on it, and I ruined a pan. Yeah. So James Stevens, what's going on? How are you? I wonder why everybody left. That's funny, JB. Probably. John Wanks, that's probably true. How are you doing and how's the day going? Chris, my day is going well. And it's been a pretty good day. It's Friday. I've been helping my daughter a lot today. She's getting ready to compete. Yeah, I was talking about giving away free stuff. I think because I said I do it when people hit when I hit $500 in donations. Best SMG or PDW, a P90, CK Gaming P90. And that wasn't me like I don't care if nobody donates to the channel, like it's not the end of the world. It just takes me longer to buy guns and create the content that you guys want, which is fine. I do this more for fun than anything else. As we get more subscribers, I don't, JB. I use my phone. I just use my phone. I have like a 2 terabyte iPhone, and I've used up like 300 gigs just like making shit and then slowly editing it. I know, I just don't have a very good computer anymore. I have my gaming laptop it's like a 4-year-old gaming laptop, so it's not amazing. It's got a 3060 in it. So that's also on the list, is to buy a new computer or buy parts to build a new computer. But my son does editing for me every once in a while. My son's really good at it. He likes to do that. Yeah. I'm really good. I've built several of those retro Pris, and I can put like a 500 gig solid state drive in that thing, and it'll be like it can smoke. Yeah, IT guy needing a new computer. That's like, but really like a true. Oh man, I started bleeding again. I thought that had closed. A true IT guy, they're never satisfied. It's like, I've got the newest computer, and then like 2 weeks later, they're like, damn it. It's funny. It's always just like the gardener had the worst yard. I don't doubt that, because they're so tired of it. By the time they get around to their house, they're like, So, yeah. Like before I was an IT guy, I worked on KC-135s, and it's for those of you that don't know, it is an Air Force jet that does aerial refueling. So I used to like fix jet engines and work on like hydraulic motors and fix jets. And so fixing a car is really easy. That's a good one, Bilky. Fixing a car is really easy compared to fixing a jet. You just take stuff apart and then you put it back together in the same order that you took it apart. That's literally how you take a jet apart. You take a jet, you start with like the panels on the outside, and you work your way in. And as you take the panels off, you just put them on these racks. And you're like, okay, and you have like these little parts bags, these little like cloth parts bags, you put all the screws in it. You're like, okay, these screws go in these holes, these screws go in these holes. And you know that like, and you like label it and like say outboard #1 panel, blah blah blah, and so you just label it. And so it's the same thing with a car. If you take an engine apart, if you take anything apart, you just take the pieces apart one at a time and you label it. It's like big kid Legos. I just don't want to do that because it takes a lot of freaking time. So I just pay somebody else to do it now. A Tango Burr. You should finish with the I still am, but I also used to 90s comedian style. I like it. Man, I can't believe everybody left. But hey, we just got 7 more subs. That's cool. It's from all these new friends that have found us. So that's always exciting. What are we at? We're now at 8,008.01. 8.01 subs. There we go. How awesome is that? Dude, I'm so excited. Yeah, when we get to 10,000. Actually, my first gun that I owned for my collection was this one. This Marlin Model 60. Bo, I was in Valdez last year. I was in Valdez, Anchorage, and Fairbanks. I went up there to go. So I go salmon fishing every other year in Valdez. My dad goes every year. He's still up there in Anchorage, and then my brother works for one of the tribes in Nenana. He's like the tribe administrator or something like that. Oh, you have a cabin out in Kenai? Oh, that's awesome. They usually go fly fishing in Ivishak. Or sorry, not Ivishak, in Igiyagig. There are a lot of mosquitoes in Alaska. You are correct. Bensler full. What's going on? We've got Bensler full. Coors Light retracted his message. Yeah. He's got I think he has a cabin in King Salmon, and he's just got like a little teeny one in King Salmon, and then they rent a couple cabins when they go to Igiyagi. But he's gone. We've done a lot of fly fishing off of Kenai. Yeah, little dry cabin. I think he knows a family there, and they just let him I think he just bought one of those little teeny things that you can put a little. It's like a little 1 or 2 bedroom, it might even be like a shed that they let him put it on their land, and he's got a little couch in there and a little freaking wood stove, and then he puts his little boat. He's got a little skiv that a little 15-foot outboard motorboat. That he uses. So, Bensler full. What's that? I would be your first viewer. I would be your first viewer for what? For the video? Did you make a video with the one? There you go. There you go. I just subscribed, Bensler full. Bensler full. I've not watched it yet, but I did just subscribe. Okay? I'm going to go to your channel. There you go. I'm watching it right now. Do you have a GoPro, or were you holding the phone while riding your bike? Were you holding the phone? Did you have it strapped to your chest? Was it attached to your helmet? How are you doing that? Was it with a GoPro? Dude, just go onto Amazon and buy one of those $15 bike mounts. It'll work on a dirt bike. I know, I've seen people do it. Just go buy a $15 bike mount and attach it to the handlebars. You can put your phone right in front of your bike. CK Gaming, I'm on the Wasatch. I'm in Davis County. I just realized I clipped my fingernails the other day and I left one of my nails. That's gross. That's actually giving me like OCD right now. It looks like my wife's friend is here. So, alrighty. Well, hey, I know that it's only been like 35 minutes. I'm going to keep it short tonight. Last night, those of you that were on, you know that it got a little crazy. Yeah, if he was here last night, he'd have my full address. And I'm thankful that nobody has disclosed that. No, I'm glad you found us, Bo. Yeah, last night was the when I went to bed, I wasn't worried that anything would happen. I'm never worried that something's going to happen because like being in the military, being in the reserves, like you just plan and train for worst case scenarios. So like to me, worst case scenario is somebody shows up, I don't know who they are, it's early in the morning. They're either going to get a very unfriendly welcome from me or they're going to get a very unfriendly welcome from a police officer. That's how it's going to go. I would prefer it be from the police officer. Yeah. So, thank you, Bensler. I'm glad you like it. I like looking at it and playing with it. I just still haven't shot it. I'm going to try to go shoot it tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then on Sunday. But yeah, so I was pretty mad and just like, cause I mean it's your it's like your personal space, and it was just like, man, I can't believe that he had the audacity to do that. I guess not even the audacity. It was just like he didn't care, and I was like, wow, that's some cojones you have behind that computer screen and that keyboard, bud. Pretty sure if you lived here in Utah, you would not have pulled that shit. So, but oh, you're lefty. That sucks. I thought somebody built a left-handed ejection for some semi-auto shotguns. It's probably not like that. It's probably more like an AR style shotgun or AK style shotgun. But I thought there were some left side ejection port shotguns. There's got to be at least one. Just whether or not it's worth buying, that I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it pretty short tonight. I still have to help my wife with some stuff, yeah, I don't know. I might get back on. He said he was from Texas. I actually think so. I did some research, and I may have done some sleuthing. I actually think he might be from Illinois. I don't actually think he's from Texas. I found a couple of other profiles and users on different social media accounts and different things that were related to the stuff that his content is about, and I think he might actually be from Illinois. Like I said, I do cybersecurity. I know what I'm doing. Thank you, Chris. You're welcome. You're welcome. What is going on? Oh man, my whole cyber team for my work, like we just had we just did like an entire infrastructure upgrade remotely, and so a bunch of my team is like totally jacked up. They can't get into their computers or anything. So yeah, that's fair. That's fair, of course. So anyways, so I'm doing a little bit of sleuthing. I'm doing a little bit of research. I'm trying to find out what I can, and if I can get a little bit more info, I've got some buddies down in Texas, in Illinois, in Arizona. I do have connections, and so I'm trying to do my legwork, and then we're gonna see where it goes from there. So I'm gonna put up some gun sounds. Like I said, I might come back down in an hour or two. Oh, awesome, Bo. Where in AZ are you? Phoenix area? Okay, I was just in Phoenix last week, so for a wedding. My brother got married. But I used to live in Maricopa. Like 15 years ago. Thank you. All right, guys. Come on. I'm going to put this on. Like I said, there's a good chance I'll be back down a little bit later in an hour or two. But I'm going to put some ASMR sounds on, some gun reloading sounds. You guys enjoy the gun reloading sounds, and I will. If I don't get back on this stream, I'll just start a new stream. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for tuning in. I was live earlier today. We hit 8,000 today, which is super sick, super awesome. I look forward to talking to you guys later on, maybe tomorrow in the afternoon, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, love you. Always stay strapped. Don't get clapped. Always carry with a round in the chamber. Sorry, I did that wrong. Always carry with the round in the chamber. The chamber. Baba Yaga says in the chamber. Alright, come and giggle tickle you in the night when you least expect. Alright, later guys.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, it's his job to keep the power on. That's why he chooses Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call, click, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mike Keppel here, Patriot Software's founder. I have a huge respect for small business owners, especially the smallest of small businesses. They do so much. They're under so much pressure and stress. They have to be experts in business specialties like payroll taxes, bookkeeping, and accounting. It's crazy. That's why we created Patriot Software, to make accounting and payroll simple for all size businesses, especially smaller businesses. Check us out at patriotsoftware.com.
Guess who's back?